Hello guys, this is Vysh. So we are discussing the mains papers one by one. So we did the paper A and paper B in detail. I showed you the question papers also of last 5-6 years I think. So now we'll see the UPSC mains paper 1, that is essay paper, which is very important paper for you because this marks will be counted in your ranking, okay, and it makes a huge difference also. So we'll see in detail including the question papers. So it's 250 marks. So we'll see today's topics for the day are the essay syllabus and marks. I'll be showing you 2018 to 2013 question trend. We'll see all the questions, the real questions. I'll show you how to write brilliant essay. It will be detailed. I'll show you a lot of pointers, okay, like what you should be careful of and all, okay, points to be careful while writing essay, what you should avoid, what should be the structure, okay, that kind of things. Then we'll together download the 2019 essay paper and see that questions also at the end, okay. And then I'll tell you one movie, okay, this one movie which I always suggest in my videos. Even 2 years back when I made the essay related video, I told students to watch this video because it makes a huge difference, okay, the way you participate in a debate, or how you bring out your arguments, how you convince the one who listened to it, okay. That movie helps you in a lot, and it's there in Hindi as well as English. It is actually remade, so I'll show you that at the end of this video. And then the mains mini test series of 2020, okay, 2020 the batch is getting full, okay. I told only 25 students I will take because I need only that many students to correct the papers, so it's almost full. We'll be closing it within 2-3 days. So that brochure also will show you one more time, even though the video is already out. So 2013 to 19, as I told, question paper will be shown, and if you prepare your GS2, GS3 and the regular answer writing, okay, for the GS papers, you are automatically ready for essay paper. You don't need any extra preparation other than looking into some previous year papers and maybe writing a big essay for yourself 1 or 2 times. That is the only thing you need. That happens automatically when you join a test series, okay. Now the UPSC mains, you are aiming for these papers, in which we discussed 2 papers already. Now we will discuss the essay paper 250, okay. And one more thing, in my paper A and paper B videos which came out yesterday and day before yesterday, I had told that the qualifying mark is 33%, that is 100 marks, but that was actually the case 2 years back. Now it is changed, okay. Now it needs only 25%, so that means you need only 75 marks. So it's much more easier now. 75 marks out of 300. I have showed you already what are the easy sections in this papers. I have shown you section by section, so you can easily score 75, okay. But still prepare 1 day or 2 day in your whole 1 year. Take 1 day or 2 day to prepare this thing, okay. Write once and see. And then today we'll discuss the essay thing, which is a very important paper. So essay, as I told, paper 1, 250 marks. Candidates may be required to write essays on multiple topics. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay, to arrange their ideas in orderly fashion, and to write concisely. So they are mentioning everything, okay. You have to stick to the topic. It has to be in an orderly fashion. It has to be concise or precise, and credit will be given for effective and exact expression, okay. Meaning the more you are sticking to these things, the more marks you will get, okay. It's not about how much knowledge you have or how much technical background you have on that subject. It's about how you present that answer, okay. So be careful. Now again, some points. Any books are needed or not. You don't have to buy any book except the previous year papers solved book, okay, where you will see the question and answer, so that you will get the hint. So not really, just writing practice is what you need to develop. Knowledge anyway you will gain by your long-term preparation. That is your 1 year preparation of GS1, GS2 and all. Automatically you become an expert of essay. Now start by writing essays from the last 5 years UPSC essay paper, okay, at least last 5 years. Use content from GS, Economic Survey, Yojana, Kurukshetra, meaning from genuine sources. It's not like you read from some local news channel or something. You should not quote that. That I'll tell you again. One more slide will come where we look into details of this. This is just an introduction. Now, it's a very important paper. It changes your rank and future, okay, because there are many people, you study a lot of GS or whatever, that marks you cannot do anything, but essay marks and optional marks are something which changes your whole graph, okay. It can be very huge. It's not like I'm not joking or something. The mark is very huge which students get. I'll show you the toppers marks also in this video. So it's a very scoring paper with lesser days of preparation. Like for example, for Polity and all, you spent a full year, okay, full year you keep studying, and finally in GS2 paper, out of your 250, they'll give you maybe 90 or 100 marks or something like that only you will get. But for essay, out of 250, there is a high chance you will get around 150 or 160 marks. Surely you will get it, okay, because that is how the trend is. If you take any student, their marks always will be higher in essay. And for essay, you don't need to do 1 year of preparation, lesser number of days and more marks. So obviously it is cost effective. So try to focus on your essay paper and change your complete ranking itself, okay. You will be rising too many ranks if you score good in essay, okay. And this paper reflects your maturity, personality, thought process, everything, okay. It is reflecting your character itself. So make sure that you present it in a nice way. Now format, marks and time, it's again 3 hours paper and it will be 250 marks. So this is the instructions inside the question paper. Please read each of the following instructions. So the essay must be written in the medium authorized in the admission certificate, which must be stated clearly on the cover of the question cum answer booklet. Okay, there's a place where you have to write the medium. So it's not like you have to write in whichever language you feel. You have to, whatever medium you selected for writing all the mains answers, which you feel actually in the prelims form itself, you feel that, okay, like the language you will be using in the mains paper, you have to fill it during your prelims form itself, that I've already shown you in my other videos. So be careful, don't go and write in Hindi or Tamil or whatever now. Now word limit as specified should be adhered to. Okay, so word limit should be adhered to, and any page or portion of the page left blank in the question paper or the answer booklet, that is, it must be clearly struck off. Okay, so that it's common for every paper. And also in paper A and paper B, you would have seen they have strictly mentioned like we will deduct marks and all. Here they have not mentioned that line, but still word limit has to be tried to be in limit. Okay, like for example, you will have to write 2 essays in section A and section B. I will show you how it look like, and it will be like 125 into 2, 250 marks. So 2 essays you have to write in 3 hours. 2 essays you have to write, and each should be around 1200 words. So it's huge. Okay, so they are not going to sit and count your words, but they will have an idea when you write these many pages, maybe 7 pages or 8 pages, it becomes these many words. Okay, they will know that. So try to stick to an average of that count. See, they are telling 1000 to 1200. They are giving a range. It's not a correct number. Okay, so that's the first and foremost thing. Now 2018 paper, we'll go in reverse order. 2019 I will show you at the last, but 2018 to 13 we'll see it first. So this is section A. It will look like this. Okay, there will be 4 questions in Hindi and English, but as I told you, have to write in the medium which you have selected. If it's English, English only. Okay, if it's Hindi, Hindi only. Whatever language you select, that language. Don't look like questions are given in 2 languages. You have to write only in that one language. So alternate technologies for a climate change resilient India. Okay, so this is a GS topic only. It's not a philosophical thing. But the next one, if you see, it's a philosophy. A good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Okay, so it's a very open-ended one. The next one, poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. Again, a quote kind of thing, but mixed with GS. Okay, poverty related, you study a lot of things. Then management of Indian border dispute, a complex task. This is again a very easy one. Actually, 2018 in our test series also we had a question on Indian border disputes, and exactly it came in essay. So our students would have wrote it brilliantly. So these are the variety of topics in section A. And in section B, one second. Okay, section B, customary morality cannot be a guide to modern life. Again, I don't think much students will even choose this topic. Okay, the past is a permanent dimension of human consciousness and values. A people that values its privileges above its principles loses both. Okay, so all these looks may be complicated, and it's better you don't choose it also. It's okay. Reality does not conform to the ideal, but confirms it. Okay, now this 4, if you see section B, you have to mandatorily write 1. That is where you will be in trouble, and that is where you have to choose which is the best one you should choose, because it's about 125 marks. So it's not like you can write 2 essays from here. You have to only write 1 essay from here and 1 essay from here, and this pattern is there since 2014. Since 5 years it's the same pattern. Okay, 6 years it's the same pattern. So you have to choose something. That is the biggest task that I'll show you, like how much time to allocate for choosing a topic, and then making some notes, and then actually starting writing, then again review the paper. The time breakup I'll show you in one of the slide. But the first and foremost an important thing for you is choosing the subject. And once you choose one, okay, suppose here you choose like Indian border dispute, then immediately strike these 3 in the question paper. Okay, with pencil or something, just strike it, and don't even think for 1 minute. Like you have striked it off means gone. Now in middle of your writing, because you're writing around 1.5 hour, 1 essay. In that, if like in 30 minutes, if you feel like no, I did a wrong choice, I should go to other thing, then you will spoil your complete answer paper. But don't do that. So please strike it off immediately. Like when you read this, if you think like this customary morality I don't understand, don't even care about it, just strike it off. Or maybe you're confused between 2, then take some time. That how much time to take, I will tell you. Okay, you have to take some time and then decide one of them, else keep on striking off. Okay, it's like your prelims question paper only. Prelims, what you do when you see options and when you see like this is not correct, you will immediately strike it off, and you will take only the remaining 2. Elimination technique, same elimination technique you have to use here, and then come to 1 answer here and 1 answer here. Okay, so pause and see the questions again, and you should join some test series and try to write them also. Now 2017, the toughness level actually is increasing. Okay, for essay, if you go backwards like this, you will see like it's more and more easier questions which are coming. Farming has lost the ability to be a source of subsistence for majority of farmers in India. So farmers issue and all you are definitely studying for exam. So it's nothing extra you have to prepare. Impact of the new economic measures on fiscal ties between the union and states in India. Okay, union and states in India. So it's like again something which you study. Okay, the finance commission and the physical tie-up, what all where the budget and everything is like shared between people. I mean the states and union, such things. The destiny of a nation is shaped in its classrooms. So it's what? It's education. Now, has the non-alignment movement lost its relevance? This again is a very important topic. Okay, so this again international relations you study. So all these four, see in 2017 it was a very easy thing in section A. And section B, joy is the simplest form of gratitude, fulfillment of new woman. Okay, again woman empowerment kind of thing. Then we may brave human laws, but cannot resist natural laws. Then social media is inherently a selfish medium, and social media actually you should definitely prepare. Okay, one question will definitely come on social media, whether it is in GS papers or an essay, it will definitely come. So if you prepare and go, you can answer somewhere at least. Okay, it's not like it will go waste. Social media question will definitely come in this stage. So these two other things came, and what are the topics? If you see agriculture, economy, education, so it's full GS2 and GS3. Here if you see, it's some general quotes are there, and women is there, and social media is there. So kind of again GS3. So this is how the questions generally come. I want you to familiarize. Okay, that's why I'm showing you this. Else you can do it for yourself. But if I make you see this, it is like you are seeing it live in this video itself. Instead of going and downloading and wasting your time and then getting confused yourself and asking queries that time, I'm trying to answer the queries here itself for you. Okay, so these are the kind of questions in 2017. 2016, if you see, if development is not engendered, it is endangered. Okay, then need brings greed. If greed increases, it spoils the breed. Now, water disputes. It's a very easy thing. Water disputes. Innovation is the key detriment of economic growth and social welfare. Now, here one problem is 99% of the students will select water disputes. So, what happens is now the examiner will be correcting many papers of this thing. So, you have to make your answer unique. Okay, that is one challenge I am telling you. Whenever it's like 1 out of the 4 is the easiest thing. Okay, 3 are difficult and 1 is easy. Always be careful that if you are also selecting that easy one like everyone, you should make sure that your answer has something which stands out from others. Okay, something which you may have read yourself, maybe only you have seen. Like I told, only some students will read see Rajya Sabha TV. Okay, so contents from that, or only some students will read the Kurukshetra magazine or something. So contents from that. So something which only you has, it has to be there in the answer if you are choosing the easiest topic. But if you are choosing the difficult ones, one good thing is there only few people will be writing that. So if 10 people write it, there's a high chance that your answer also will anyway look unique only. Okay, so be careful on that thing. Section B, cooperative federalism, cyberspace and internet, jobless growth in India, digital economy. Entire thing is your GS topics. Okay, there is not even one philosophy there. So this again I would say an easy paper. Okay, 2016 will be an easy paper because here you can select either this third one or fourth one, and here you can select any one of them because any good student would have studied all of these. Okay. Now section A, 2015, lending hands to someone is better than giving a doll. Quick but steady wins the race. Like slow and steady wins the race is the actual one. So they have put a different one of that. Quick but steady wins the race. Character of an institution is reflected in its leader. Okay, leadership thing. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make a man more clever devil. Okay, so again it's education, but it's again not only the positive side of it, the negative side of it is also there being hinted in this question. Now, technology cannot replace manpower. Crisis faced in India, moral or economic. Dreams which should not let India sleep. Okay, this one if you Google itself, you will get a lot of articles. Okay, same heading because it's came in Hindu also, I think. Now, can capitalism bring inclusive growth? So capitalism you will study for economics, and also in general interest sake also many people will know what is more capitalism and how, whether it will bring inclusive growth or not. It's a question mark. You should notice this. Sometimes they'll ask a question mark, means they're asking your stand on that. So you should justify both to and fro on that. So this is the questions of 2015, which is I think difficult than 2016, but not very difficult compared to 2018, which I showed you first. So quotes and education. Here technology, crisis, again a quote, and GS3 paper. 2014, with greater power comes greater responsibility. This you would have already heard it. Okay, it applies to everyone. Greater power comes greater responsibility. Is the growing level of competition good for the youth? Okay, competition and youth. Are the standardized test good measure of academic ability? So again, somewhere education related, but testing related also. Now, words are sharper than the two-edged sword. So philosophy. Now, the section B, was it the policy paralysis or the paralysis of implementation? Okay, there was something called policy paralysis in the before 2013 and all, when we had a lot of scams and all in the country. There was a phase in which even international media used to call policy paralysis in India. So they're asking about that. So it's again a GS paper topic. Then sting operation. Okay, sting operation, invasion on privacy. So you have to again justify it. Now 50 golds in Olympics, can this be a reality for India? So this is again a future. Okay, this kind of things also come, like whether you become the prime minister of this country for a day or something like that. The future of India, the technological revolution of India, something which is like India $5 trillion economy. Maybe that is what will come this year. Okay, 2020, a question can come, India's vision towards $5 trillion economy or something. For that, you have to write your entire economic survey in 1200 words. So already my test was out there. If you want to come and buy, you can buy that. So that is about that. Now tourism, can this be the next big thing for India? See, like this they keep on asking, like something they'll give and ask the future of it. So one is like sports related future, one is tourism related future. Okay, so quotes, competition, education, progress. Here GS2, GS3, sports and tourism. 2013, if you see here, only one essay you had to write in 2013, and that was not more than 2500 words and 250 marks. So imagine those students, that time they had to write a very huge essay. But good thing is they have only one choice to make. They don't have to make two choices. 4 topics are given, they have to choose one. So that way it was easier, but they have to write very lengthy on that. Okay, they have to write double the size of what you write on the same topic. So here is like, be the change you want to see, and very famous quote of Gandhiji. And is the colonial mentality hindering India's success? Then GDP. Okay, GDP is like very easy. GDP, whenever it comes, because you will anyway study it. GDP and gross domestic happiness, you can write a lot of things. Science and technology is a panacea for the growth and security of the nation. So this again is a very generic, but you can answer. If you are a very good GS student, you can answer this. So here, if you see, you have to write in 2500 words. Okay, so up till 2013 it was like this. Now it is like you have to do the other way, and it is same till 2019. I hope it will be the same in 2020 also. Okay, pattern they internally changes sometimes, but that is okay. But be prepared for anything, because they can change it anytime. And also whatever you see here, right, all these things should be by hearted, because whenever you can use these quotes, okay, maybe this quote you can use in your essay which you are going to write later. So always quotes wherever you see, write it down. Okay, if it's an education quote, you should have at least 100 quotes ready with you by hearted of every topic. Like for tourism, one quote; for education, one quote; for sustainable development goal, one quote; for climate change, one quote. Any popular topic which comes usually, okay, especially education and medical health and all, you see economy growth, these are the things which is repeatedly asked in essay. So quotes, keep it ready, somehow keep it ready, okay, with you. If you read it every day, obviously you will by heart. Now seeing the 6 years question papers, what are the takeaways? Okay, before writing the essay, we'll see what are the takeaways. There are no fixed answers, because it's all open kind of questions. All can write their own thoughts about the situation. No separate preparation is needed. GS2 and GS3, some topic will definitely come. Okay, I showed you every year at least one topic from GS2 and GS3 will come. If you are strong on your GS papers, attempt that question. Okay, that's how you choose it. If you are not strong, or the question is very technical, then choose a general quote. Okay, quote itself I told, general quote is like that Gandhiji's quote, but don't choose that other complicated one. Okay, engendered or that kind of thing. That's a little difficult for you. So think on things. Now legal, ethical, social, economic, political, practical. These are the different types of angles or dimensions which you can use. Okay, I'm just listing some of them, because you have to, any topic which comes, you have to list pointers on all these things. Now real life examples is always good. Okay, whenever you use something which you already know, which can be maybe like a speech about someone which you heard, or something which is real. Okay, but it cannot be something exaggerated or kind of a bluff kind of thing. It has to be something real which is practically believable. Then learnings from movies also can be used. General reading, everything can be used. There's nothing like UPSC has to be very professional, and you cannot use something which is referred in a movie or something. Okay, like maybe it's a science and technology or space related question. The movies like Interstellar or Martian, or you can use anything which is very popular. Okay, it's okay to use. References, word limit, try to stick to it. Then practice all previous year papers, like I told. Practice essays regularly. Like every month or every 2 months, write one essay at least in your full 1 year. If you write at least 5 to 10 essays, it is fine. That is totally fine. You don't have to write hundreds of essays. Now join any test series where you get reliable and genuine personal feedback. Okay, feedback is necessary. It's not like you and your friends sitting together and telling like, okay, you also did well, I also did well. It's not like that. If you have written a blunder, that person who is correcting your paper has to strike it off and tell you have written a blunder. Okay. Now positive and ethical conclusions. Always whatever topic it comes, you have to conclude it well. Okay, so these are the immediate takeaways. Now we'll see how to write an essay. And one more thing, it's a bigger version of your paper B. Paper B I showed you, English paper, you have to write around 600 words essay. Okay, in the starting. for 100 marks, I think. So here you are writing for 125 marks and it has to be double the size of it. So it's a bigger version of what you already write in paper B. Now, points to be careful of. The content or theory, okay, the crux of the thing is equally important to the presentation and structure neatness. Okay, it's not only like you know a lot of content, you have to present it well also. Now, maintaining flow, relevance throughout the essay, and it should be like a conversation mode. Like when you read Hindu or when you read economic survey, do you find it very difficult? It's easy because they are trying to reach out to everyone who don't have any technical knowledge also. When you read it, it's like they are talking to you, the newspaper is talking to you, okay, or the news reader is talking to you in Rajya Sabha TV. Why they do that? Because if it's in a conversation mode, the person who reads it finds it more interesting and engaging. They will read it till the end or they will watch it till the end. Okay, so your paper also should be like that, because you don't know who is going to correct your paper. Now, one important thing, you have to keep aside your ideology, your religion, your region, state, all these feelings you have to keep aside. Maybe you are supporting this present government or you're not supporting this present government, or maybe like you believe like South India should be a separate country kind of thing. There are many people who believe that, okay, or in Northeast also, like we need separate autonomy power. These are all your feelings and your ideology. Don't bring that into the answer. Okay, don't bring any of your personal feelings into the answer. It doesn't matter, okay, because UPSC people, they get irritated when they see such kind of things. So always have this national kind of perspective and taking India to the global stage. Okay, always have that positive attitude. But it's okay to criticize. There are many places you have to criticize the country but that should be from some genuine statistics. Okay, so it's not like whatever you feel like your ideology, or you feel, okay, I have voted for this wrong government. It's not like that. If something is there, okay, if the unemployment is high and you have statistics for that, with that you can tell a criticism, but you can always tell that this is how it should be improved also. So never criticize anything. Okay, it's not only the government. Anything you should not criticize blindly, and your only goal is to impress an elderly examiner who is sitting there and correcting. You don't know who is correcting, and they will give you huge marks also if you don't do all these unwanted criticism. Okay, so the language, perspective, points being stressed, okay, all these things are important. The tone in which you write, what you stress upon, or whether you are getting carried away, and whether it's open-ended or close-ended. Okay, like you can open up when you introduce something, introduction part, you can open up the whole topic, the one line which they give, you can open up, but at the conclusion you have to close it also. And always see to it that whatever you're telling, it's complete. It's not like you are leaving the person who is reading has to guess like what are you actually trying to tell. It should not be like that. It should actually convey what you're trying to tell. All the angles and domain, as I told, political, economic, social, international and all. Maybe in answer writing video when we do, we'll take example and show you. Okay, now we can tell only the structure of it. It should be neat, readable and editable. By editable, what I mean is always don't write it very closely. Like here also, if you see there is some gap, right? If you keep some spacing and gap, one good thing is after when you review or something, when the last half an hour, maybe you suddenly remembered a point which is very important, which may make a difference in your answer. You should have some space where you can add it in a nice way. It should not look like you are like scribbling here and there. So if you need to make some alteration, there should be some space at least in the middle or somewhere. Little bit space should be there, but they should not look obvious also, meaning suppose there is nothing to edit at the last, that time also the gap should not look very worse or very bad. It should look okay, like okay, maybe your writing style is like that, like you leave a lot of space, that is okay. But for your safety, always have some space somewhere, or the lines space, okay, between each line it should be there so that it's editable. Strong introduction. Okay, the introduction is the key, because if you start with a quote or a poem or any historical background, or maybe a Supreme Court verdict you can use, like as per the recent judgment, or taking into account this, like this something, or also as I told, don't stress on something because you believe in it. Okay, like this is the most important of something. You should not tell this is the most important. Okay, it's important according to you. You can tell it is one of the most important, okay, or among the several things which is available, this is also something. It's like that you have to mention. You have to never mention one thing as the most important, or this is the most liked one or something. That is your personal opinion. Okay, always be generic. As I told, historical background, international, future, these are certain elements which you can bring in to bring in authenticity. Now, relevant use of true life stories, quotes, the constitution, okay, the articles and all you can mention. Current affairs is good if you use. that means you are well aware of things. Then GS stuff is definitely you can use. SDG goals, especially if it's something environment related, or maybe cutting off trees or something, then you should know which SDG goal is actually related to that one, so that you can code that. If it's something related to water, you should know if it's like SDG 13 or 14, I don't remember. One is like below land, below water and above land, I think 13 and 14. So you should mention like SDG 14 goal gets completed when you focus more on this thing, or it's like altering, or it's hampering SDG 14. If you continue to do this, then SDG 14 will get affected. Like that, if you use that international thing which is known to everyone globally, that makes a big difference. Okay, then quotes from government reports like ARC commission, ARC report is there, Sarkaria commission, Punchi commission. It's not like you have to force all these things into it. Okay, if the situation demands, if the topic demands, you can use all these things. And economic stats, and I told my unemployment stats and all, use from genuine sources. Okay, like if you see NDTV, they will be supporting Congress government, and ZTV, they will be supporting BJP government. It's not like you watch a particular channel and you cannot use that. Maybe you can use what is used in Rajya Sabha TV, which is a neutral one, or you can use something which is in a standard Hindu newspaper or something, but you should not use something as per that agenda channel. Okay, because there are several channels like that which are aligned to left and right, so we don't want to discuss that now. But as I'm telling, the stats and figures which you use is not as per those numbers. It has to be from a standard neutral source which everybody will be agreeing upon. Okay, now points to keep in mind: read the question at least 3 times. Okay, at least 3 times. Whatever you see that engendered or endangered, you have to read it again and again and see like whether you can actually write on it. Do not straight away start writing. Maximum time should be allocated in reading, understanding, recollecting, organizing the answer in your mind, and also in the rough space. Okay, always there will be rough space 2-3 pages at the end of the booklet. Use quotes of famous personalities. Okay, it would be like it's better you use Gandhiji quotes or Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King. These are people's quotes which everybody uses. Even in toppers answers you can see that. Use recent happenings from news. Use Supreme Court verdicts, as I told, like suppose triple talaq related or maybe women empowerment, you can use the recent something, or maybe if it's the temple issue, the Sabrimala issue, or something which is recently in news. Okay, you have to use them. Then constitutional and legal provisions also you can mention, like it's not constitutionally right, or it's like against, it's violating the fundamental right, something like that you can use. Then because this time there is a high chance that citizenship amendment related lot of questions will come, even in essay. So all these things are important. Okay, in my test is anyway covered, Polity test, you can go and see. Now use data from standard sources like I told, economic survey. Then make small figures, charts, these things and all. Students ask, can I make this? Actually, you can make this, but the purpose of essay is not for you to make these kind of diagrams. So if you use it, okay, it's very, very urgent, very, very necessary, only then use it, very minimal. Okay, in the side or maybe in the middle somewhere, you can use something to show some flow or some statistics. But many toppers don't use any of these. They just write paragraph after paragraph in a very nice way, and there will be a nice flow to it also. So throughout the 3 years, in GS papers you can use, okay, I'm talking about essay only. In essay, you should not use this as much. You can use very minimal. In GS papers, you should use a lot of them. It's the opposite, okay, both of them. Now, throughout the 3 hours, have full focus on the question. Like I told, once you decide a question, that is your question and you will not divert from it. If you got reminder of some point later, try to add it. Like I told, it should be editable. Be neat, well presented and readable. The flow should engage the examiner till the end. Okay, avoid too many bullet points, because bullet points is like it's not very good when it comes to essay. Essay means in paragraph you have to write, and every time when you end a paragraph, it should have some linking to the next paragraph which you are beginning. Okay, that flow should be there. If you read economic survey, you will understand every economic survey, every Hindu are the brilliant examples of examples of essay writing. Okay, if you understand the flow there, you can present that same flow in your answer paper also, and avoid this spelling mistake, grammatical errors, then too much scribbling, and the paper should not look bad. Okay, it should look neat. And using short forms. Okay, if suppose you use WTO or SRC and all many times in the essay, at least one time in the beginning, the first time you use it, write the full thing, World Trade Organization, and bracket WTO, and then later only use WTO multiple times. Else everywhere if you use lot of keywords like that, it is not good. Okay, even Hindu, if you see, or any standard paper, they will always mention the full form at least once in the beginning. Okay. Now time management, as I told, how to use that 3 hours in the exam hall. In 3 hours, 2 essays you have to write, this much lengthy and 125 marks each. So 1.5 hours you get, that is 90 minutes you get for one essay. Okay, that's the practical time, right? 90 minutes you get. In that 90 minutes, we will break it down further. When you break it down further, 20 minutes to decide the essay and recollect maximum points in your mind. Like you are reading 4 sentences in section A, four essays you are seeing, and you are confused. So 20 minutes fully, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, take it fully to read one by one. Okay, when you read, you will be in your mind itself will go like wild. It will be thinking lot of points will come about this also. First topic maybe 7 points will come, then 10 points will come, 12 points will come. So do that like exercise for 15-20 minutes. Then you will come to know that okay, this two, maybe the third one and the fourth one is where I get at least 10 to 15 points. Now from that, finally shortlist one. When you shortlist one, this 20 minutes your work is over. 20 minutes, at the end of 20 minutes you should have that first essay ready. Okay, this is the essay I will write, the remaining 3 I am striking it off. Okay, now take another 20 minutes to write down these points in the rough space. In the rough space, like whatever you had in your mind, now start writing it. Okay, you will write maybe the causes, the consequences, the solutions, the problems, everything related to that. Okay, the political angle, economic angle, everything. Now in that rough space itself, try to reorder. Like I'll write this one first, then 2, then 7, 8, like that. You reorder the entire thing in the rough space itself. Now 40 minutes you take to write the actual answer. Okay, so this is like 1 hour is getting over. Okay, 40, 60 and 20, it's more than 1 hour now. 1 hour 20 minutes, so 1.5 hours you have. So in this 80 minutes you actually finish writing. Okay, you have done the writing, then you have still 10 minutes. That 10 minutes, review it, strike off the blank pages, do such things. Okay, so in that review part, maybe you will be editing something, or maybe you will be striking off something, or you'll be underlining some important things. You can use double quotes to highlight something. Okay, something like that. So that kind of things you do, and in 90 minutes this is how you split it up. Okay, it's a general idea, it's not like you have to hard and fast use. This is how I want to suggest to you. Okay, now even when you do the practice, okay, when you join my test series and all, this is how you should try to split it in your home when you're writing. And don't wait till to clear prelims. Okay, start right away. At least one essay, try to do it now, or at least download these question papers which I showed you. Now marks of topper. Okay, topper, usually the essay topper I'm telling, not the overall topper. Essay topper might be a person who is having overall rank of maybe 80 or 100 or something. Okay, but that person may be good in essay, so he will get maybe 175, 185. These kind of marks they get out of 250. But in GS papers, a person will not get this much high marks. Okay, they'll get maximum 110 or 120 out of 250. So that's why I'm telling essay makes a huge difference. 60, 70 marks here extra will make your rank go rocket sky. Okay, it will be like if you were at the 100th rank, maybe you will suddenly reach till the 25th rank or 26th rank, just because your essay and optionals were good. Okay, now the structure summary. Introduction, history. It can be a historical thing, like from time immemorial, or from the time of independence, something like that. If you start, that's a historical start. Or you can start with a quote. Okay, just like Gandhiji's one quote, and then start with that. Then statistics you can start. Okay, with respect to the recent report from WTO or something, or World Economics Forums, this summary, we see that this many women are empowered, or this many women are jobless. So like that, you can put a statistics as a starting. Then you can start with examples also. Examples like I told, these are examples only what I told, like something which happened in current affairs, like recent hanging or recent mercy petition in the Nirbhaya case or something. That's an example. Supreme Court judgment again. Okay, arbitration council is being there, then river dispute, new judgment is coming, something is getting amended, or the Supreme Court is striking down something. Okay, these kind of things. Okay, even now there is a thing going on, like India's name should be renamed to Bharat. Okay, maybe that will come as an essay, India or Bharat, what do you prefer, or something like that. So if that comes, what should you do? You should say what Supreme Court told, because that is the kind of ultimate. Okay, or what the Constitution is telling. That is how you start. Current affairs again. Okay, as again it comes in all these things, examples and all. So that is how you start. Okay, introduction is very, very important. If that is bad, your full essay will go wrong. I mean, the examiner will not be interested in reading it further. Body should define the idea. Okay, what is it asking, that context, or what is actually the topic, you should define it in a small way. Then the cause for it, consequence for it, the problem, solution, these are the general thing. Okay, it varies depending on the topic. Whatever comes, based on that you have to give statistics and causes, consequences. This is how the body should look like, and you should have a constant flow linking the passages as I told. And bullet points and pictures I don't recommend, but you should underline whenever it's something important. You should underline or put it in double quotes. Like you mean you are actually trying to put the focus on examiner on that particular sentence. Like you have to read this. Okay, you are forcing them to read it, so you have to do this. As I told, this is very minimal, pictures, graphs and all. Again, heading, side headings, that also never put this side heading like intro or body or something. Okay, this is just to teach you. I am telling you, don't use these kind of side headings. Also very minimal, you should use side headings. Like if you see an economic survey and all, they will use sometimes, but it will be very minimal. It's not like unwantedly they will not use it. Like there will be like 7-8 pages of paragraph, only then the next side heading will come. That is how economic survey does it. So you also have to do it in a very minimal way. Don't put heading for everything. Conclusion, always, as I told, positive note, optimistic. Solution should be there if it is a problem, or way forward. Okay, way forward is the best way, like this is how it will be, or taking into consideration all these things, maybe this is how India will change, or something like that. You can get like a positive prediction. Okay, that's how you end. So this is the total structure. Now must buy, as I told, the previous year paper solved books if you buy, and if you join a good test series, you will improve upon all these things. And toppers answer, go and download. Okay, it's okay to, instead of downloading rank 1 toppers, go and download the essay toppers rank paper, or maybe rank 10 or rank 12. Why? Because you can copy them as it is. Okay, like maybe they used a quote or something, you can use. If you download the rank 1, problem is all the students will download rank 1, they will by heart the same thing, so you will have nothing unique. Instead, go and take the rank 2 or rank 10 or rank 12. All these people are toppers only, so take their quotes and their examples instead of taking the rank 1 example. Okay, there are just small tricks which I am telling you, so that Vysh Ias students' answers will stand apart from others. Now this is a movie. This, I don't know whether you have heard it, but when I tell the English name of this, you will know which is that movie. Okay, so this is Ek Ruka Hua Faisla. This is actually about a judgment. Okay, a judgment happened. The starting of the movie, a boy, a 17-year-old boy is actually convicted of this thing, like he killed his father. Okay, and there is one witness is there, a sound was there, like he's running out of the house. Many proof is there, and it's like judge has given the this thing, but then they give this 12-member jury. They give this thing and tell like you take 1 full day, and then you have to tell like whether you agree with the judgment or not. After that only the hanging will happen. So these 12 people are common people. Okay, one is an architect, one is a doctor, one is a like a, I think, painter, painting work kind of thing. From the low class to the high class, everyone are there. So 12 people are popular actors of that time. Many of them are not living now. I'll show you who these people are. You will be actually shocked. This is actually now even in this latest movies, he'll be acting as the father's role and all, but he is the hero of this movie. He is the one who actually changes the entire thing. Actually what happens is they are trying to convince each other. Okay, like everybody tells like they take voting every time, like first it will be 12:0. 12 people tell like that boy is the killer. Okay, 0 people no support, then they discuss, then it becomes 11:1, then 10:2, 9:3, like that it goes on changing, and finally the whole thing gets reversed, 0:12, meaning everybody are now telling that the boy can be innocent. So that convincing debating skill, that is what you learn in this. Nothing is there. This is just in one room. The full movie is shot in this one single room where these 12 people sit and discuss. Okay, so these people you would have seen in the latest, this in Tare Zameen Par, he's the principal. So these are people of that generation. They were actors. Okay, they were the hero, main lead actors. Okay, you will anyway know who he is. So this movie you have to definitely see. This is actually shown as a case study in big IT companies and all. Not the Hindi version, the English version. This is the English movie, 12 Angry Men. Okay, now at least that one you would have heard. Okay, even though you did not hear Ek Ruka Hua Faisla, that is actually the direct remake of this thing. But I prefer the Indian version also because you will relate to it more. Okay, because an Indianized version, Indian context, the murder is happening, you will relate it more. But for your better communication skills and better thing, you have to see the English version. Okay, I think both of them are there in YouTube itself. You can watch it. It's a brilliant movie. Okay, as I told, in case studies in business management schools, in top level international schools, these movies are shown in both India and abroad. Okay, these movies are shown. So this is a must watch for you. Okay, 12 Angry Men. Immediately search it, you will get it. This will change the way you put out pointers. Okay, you have to convince a person who is fighting with you, who is arguing that whatever you tell is wrong. You have to convince them with brilliant points. So you will learn that skill if you watch this movie. Okay, like this I have shown you many movies in my Spectrum lectures and all. Every movie which I tell you, it's not only for entertainment, it is to change the way you look at things. Okay, so please watch this movie. I watched it 100 times. So both these movies I have watched 100 times at least. Now about the test series, the final part of this video. 2021 people go and click this link. You will see the animation of the upcoming 1 year timetable. 2020 students, watch all these things. Okay, your prelims and mains both are out, and prelims will be open for till September, but mains will close soon because I can correct only very limited papers. Okay, including essay, case study, everything is there in that answer thing. So I'll show you this is the prelims. Okay, this is the prelims brochure. As I told, your entire thing, 100 days, I guarantee you that you will study 100% syllabus. Okay, so that test series is open. You can come and enroll. Just come and WhatsApp me. I'll tell you how to make payment and all, and you will get all the tests which is completed. Okay, 63 tests are there. It will cover your 100% syllabus. Okay, there's nothing which is missed, including your economic survey, the current affairs, everything is there. So that thing you can see, and this is the mains brochure. Okay, mains brochure, yesterday night only I completed it. So this mains brochure, 9 Saturdays, you can see here, 9 Saturdays, 9 test, 9 back-to-back weekends in July to August. Okay, you can pause and read if you want. Anyway, all who are enrolling will get it tonight. Okay, this is the thing. Already a video is out. So 9 tests will be there. It will cover GS 1, 2, 3, 4, essay and case study, and the price is also given. So offer price is still there, okay. And see the questions, 82 questions in total, covering everything, okay, including essay and case study. I'll be correcting it personally, that is why I'm limiting the count to only 25 students, and instructions are given how to write an answer, how to submit an answer, how I'll be evaluating the paper, how it will be given back to you. See here, once you submit, see, Saturday you will get the question paper, Sunday you will submit the answer, Sunday immediately you will get the detailed PDF of model answer also, meaning you don't have to wait for the corrected paper to see whether what you have written is correct or not. After that, when you get the evaluated paper by Thursday, you will be also given a hint also, like upcoming Saturday, what is the type of questions going to come. That hint will be given to you 3 days before that, so you can do a little bit of preparation. As I told, this 2 months course is not where you can study the entire means. This is for 2020 students who have done 1 year of preparation, or maybe it's okay if you did not do mains preparation, at least 1 year of prelims preparation if you did. With that knowledge, we are giving you a opportunity to write brilliant answers, okay. When you write this, what happens is I will be correcting it, and in the first test I'll tell you all the feedback. So in the second test onwards, you will do it better, then third week again better, so fourth, fifth, like that, 9 weeks when you do back-to-back writing, your hand also will be used to this writing skill, and you will know what mistakes you are doing. Then after that, you don't have to join any course in this country, okay. You don't have to join a full-fledged course or nothing, because remaining everything is just for knowledge sake. Knowledge you can get it anyway when you study. It is about the writing practice, whether you can write it well. So that is why we are giving you a question paper on Saturday and submitting on Sunday. So 24 hours, it's not like in 1 hour you have to submit back or something. 24 hours you can do the research, you can watch Rajya Sabha TV, you can look into the book, you can do everything. In the first 2-3 tests you can do all that references. It's okay if you don't know anything about that topic. In the 4th week, 5th week, automatically you will start writing it yourself, okay. I guarantee you this. I have done 4-5 batches of mains. Everyone has tremendously improved, and everybody loves the mains test series which we do. So how to submit, then our 2018 success video, everything I put it here, okay. 1 second, 2018, yeah, this is a success video. When you click on this, it will take you to a success video, because questions actually came from our test series in the mains, as I told, that border dispute and all those things. And then this is a prelims course. Again, if you click on that, again, it will tell you the full brochure walkthrough. Okay, here itself I showed you. Okay, this is the brochure. Okay, every textbook is covered, almost every textbook. Sharma, Satish, Chandra, Nithin, Singhania, Spectrum, then economics, Ramesh Singh, little bit portions are there. Environment, Shankar Ias is there. Almost everything I have covered, which is possibly a student, average student, this is the maximum anyone can study. Okay, so all these are covered in detail, and both the price are 5,999 as of now for separately. So you can come and enroll. And to complete this, yeah, this is the same thing. This is the summary of the prelims test series. Okay, so mains test series and prelims test series both are priced at the same price. Okay, it's like two separate things. Okay, it's not again integrated course. Prelims separately, mains separately, because students will decide what they want to do. And studies also, you can do it in 100 days also, you can do it in 66 days also. Both the timetables I will be giving you. I think I have it already here. Yeah, mains. See here, 66-day timetable and 100-day timetable. So in 2 months also you can do all the prelims test if you have studied everything. I mean, if you are already my student, you would have already studied everything, so you can do a quick revision. Or if you want to study the textbook and then do this, then you can do the 100-day timetable. That's why I'm telling, for every kind of student I have designed the course. So 2020 student, try to come and get it. Now going back to the presentation. Okay, I think I have done almost everything. So thank you for the huge enrollment. Click on subscribe, leave a 1-line comment, because this essay is also very important paper. I hope it was clear, because I showed you question paper and all. But 1 minute, I think I have to show you the 2019 paper also before winding up, because I promised that I'll show you. So we'll go to the website, upsc.gov.in, examination, previous question papers, type civil services. And when you apply, you will get the essay paper. It's here itself. 2019 paper, instructions, everything is same. There is no much change. See the questions. Wisdom finds truth. Values are not what humanity is, but humanity ought to be. Best for an individual is not necessarily best for society. Courage to accept. So if you see the first 4, they have put it full philosophy. So that is actually better. So you'll understand, like, one section is philosophy and one section is maybe GS. So here if you see, South Asian societies are woven around a state, but around their plural. If you Google this, right, you will definitely find the same thing in some newspaper or some book. Okay, they would have just cut pasted from there. The neglect of primary healthcare and education. Okay, so here healthcare and education together they put. Then biased media is a real threat to Indian democracy. As I told, social media, biased media, this media kind of thing, once it comes, and see here, rise of artificial intelligence. This was exactly there in our test series. Okay, the same thing, this upskilling, reskilling, and jobless future. The same question was there in my 2018 mains test series, and it came ditto in the 2019 essay paper. So that is why I'm telling, when we do predictions, there is a high chance that it comes in exam, because I analyze almost every paper. Last 25 years of paper in prelims and mains I'm analyzing. That is why I have this much ability to tell you things. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to join test series or not, but this is the 2019 paper also. Now decide yourself what you want to do, but make sure you are practicing this thing. Okay, I want everyone to do brilliantly in your mains if you clear prelims. So I'll wind up this video now. Thank you again. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment.